everybody. Putting my Murphy bed in my trailer. I just wanted to show the roughing of how I've got it figured out. Anybody wanting to conserve space with a bed, I thought it would help you figure out how to do yours. The frame's right there. I still have to cut the top down to size. There where that 2x4 and that one is holding my frame up. There will be another 2x10 going across, nailed in, and I'll have a block there, a block in that corner, and 2 or 3 more down that way to support the bed, and then I will have the 1x hinged in 3 spots, 4 spots, whatever I come out with. If I do 5, I'll have one in the middle, however it works out, but it'll be hinged back there. And the side will rest on these base cabinets I got from Home Depot for, I think it was 80 bucks a piece. What I'll do is cut that part off the bottom that would be the toe kick if you stood it upright. I'm going to cut that off, and I have another one in there. They'll come out and be 60 inches of bench seat, plus be the rest for my bed frame. I'm putting the cabinets in so they fold down so I can put storage in there, pull it in and out. The drawer, that side, I will take that guide off and I will put it down on the bottom here, so then the drawer will be supported. The cabinet shelf that comes with it, I'll cut it down, nail it on here, take this board off, and then when I pull it out, I'll have storage on both cabinets for whatever I want to put in there. Not sure what'll fit. It's kind of deep, but hey, I've got it. I might as well use it for whatever. Now, what I wanted to show is when this is going to be hinged and slide up, it's going to tuck in inside the frame. Really kind of hard to see, but when I cut this, I cut 5 degrees off of that board. The reason I did that is because when this is going to be sitting on a 2x10 and you come out, it's going to throw the back side. I took off about that pencil width. If you don't cut that angle off enough, then when you go to open and close this, you're going to be catching on it. So if you go to do one of these, just remember, I did it on both sides. I wanted a nice tight, no big gap, nice and tight in there. Just so it looks good. If I have to, I will put a couple of brackets. I still have just 3-4 inches of room there. If I need to, I can put a bracket to help hold that off, so if it ever starts to sag, I don't catch. But I don't think I'll have that problem, because as you see, I also have a couple of 12-inch upper cabinets. What I plan on doing with them is they're 12 inches. I am going to put them on top of here. My AC is going in there, so my AC will be sliding in and out. That board's going to be cut off, so it will be at an angle. I'll have just enough room for the AC to slide in when it's not in use without getting in the way of the bed, and slide out, so my cabinets will go from the end back to here somewhere. They're 60 inches total. This is 78. Be about 81 inches with my 2x4, so from end to end I'll have enough room to give me 20 inches from here back to start my cabinets. But with my wood stove going here and the pipe going up, I won't have room for cabinets. With my AC being there, I won't have room. So by putting them up here, I'll have storage for my pantry or whatever else I want to put in there. When I get them, that's what I'll be cutting off. When I get that cut off, the next one slides in there. It will go to right in right in about here somewhere. And my wires are going to come in here and they're going to come down. Get them tucked in out of the way. And I have a metal shelving unit that I had in here when I was using this for a tool trailer. I will piece that together to go around my solar that will be in there. Just put a couple of cheap hinges and doors on there to box that in, and I figure it to come out to about here, which leaves me enough room to put a shelf on top and could put a couple of them plastic cheap dresser drawer type Walmart bins. Pull them out, keep my clothes in them, whatever I need. Hang my shirts, whatever it's long enough for. I should have room for shirts. I can always keep bins for my shorts, socks, unmentionables, and all that in there. I'm not quite sure. I haven't got that far. But I knew I wanted pantry storage space. On this side of it, I will have a piece of plywood coming out far enough for my 2.5 cubic foot deep freezer that I'm going to be using for a refrigerator. It comes up to about that high, then the electrical plug in there, and then on the side of that, which should be, I think it's 18 inches, should be somewhere right in here, I will come out and build a box so my deep freezer's in there, and then I'll have on top of the deep freezer to the ceiling, I'll have room for another closet, whatever I want to put in there. But I'm thinking my shower will go, I think it's going to be right about where that screw is somewhere, will be the end of the cabinet for my deep freezer, which leaves me this much space for my shower unit. It's a 36-inch dog bathing pool that I'll be using for a base. It folds up and down, and do a hula hoop. I'll actually do a square PVC pipe, hang it from the ceiling, hinge it so I can fold it up, take my shower, wrap the shower curtain in, fold it back against the wall, have it out of the way, which will give me pretty good space in between the walkway to get around in here. Where the bed comes down and misses the cabinet here in the walkway, I'm going to build my portable compost toilet the same height as this. That way I can lay it out here in the edge of the bed. It will support this end. I'm doing one of them, what they call it, a gimbal lid on it, so it has a rubber gasket. You seal it tight, you don't have no odor. So I'll build it in a box and put rollers underneath it so I can slide it around, and just make sure I make it the same height to catch that side of the bed, so if I'm sitting on that end, it's supported. Across there, somewhere what will be in the middle of the bed, or slightly less, right in here, even with my cabinet space, I'm going to get them hinges that fold up and hold, I think they're 150 pounds a piece, so if I put 2 or 3 in there, that'll give me 18 inches or a little more to do a shelf. So I screwed them to the back of here on the wood that I put on the back to cover this, hinge them down, and then I can pop them up and use it for storage space for my cooking, whatever I want to do in here. In wintertime I'll be cooking on the stove because I'll have that going. If it's raining, I'll have a board over here so I can put my propane Coleman grill on it and cook indoors, but I don't plan on cooking indoors too much. But that'll give me a shelving unit out here that works both as a prep space, and also when it's folded down, it'll be the right height to pick up the weight down the center of the bed. Since I'm 6'2", 235, 240, I'll be using 1x slat boards across, up and down, but it don't hurt to have a little extra weight if I'm laying in bed and my dog jumps up in there with me. I'd hate to have her 100 pounds and my 240 pounds be too much for the bed, so I figure I'll put a shelf on here, make it just as long as it has to be to hit the floor and give me a lot of purpose out of it. But I just wanted to put in there how I was designing it, what I was thinking, and why I wanted to do it. I've got the hole up here I haven't cut out yet, but I figure I can always put me a fan in there so when I'm cooking I can turn that on. If I don't have my cabinets there, I can put one of those 12-volt fans, wire that up with the same wires that I'm using for my 12-volt pump for my water system, and I can run me a little mini exhaust fan out to suck in any smoke that I create off my cooking. I think that pretty much covers it for now. I like that light there. I don't know, I still have room maybe to get a couple of more shelves. I think it was $315 for the 2 base and the 2 up top, so I don't know, another $150 more. I could put 2 more 12-inch storage compartment cabinets up there and have plenty of storage. I don't believe I'll hit my head. They hang out about 12 inches, so that's only going to be out to about here somewhere, so I should be able to sit down and not bust my tall head. Sorry about the camera work. I'm tripping over some of the stuff I didn't pick up off the floor, but that's still yet to be determined if I'm going to put more cabinets up there, if I really need them. I plan on, I don't know, I'm from Michigan. I ice fish all the time in the winter, so it has to get below 60 degrees before I even come out of my shorts and worry about pants, and below 30 before I worry about insulated under them. So as long as I stay in warm weather, I won't need too much in the line of clothes. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show anybody that's wanting to do a Murphy bed the problems you might have and how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it this way to maximize my space and leave it open in here. I may decide to get me a recliner in here, and that way I have room to put a nice recliner, because I will be turning this into a outdoor patio. I've got the tripod stands you can see next to the jack to hold the trailer door up, so when I'm parked I can have a platform to stand on, put them underneath there. I'm going to do some PVC up here where it has, I believe it's 1.5 inch pipe, and then 1.25 inch pipe will slide in it. I'm going to have it 2 straight ends, one on each of them, and then a cross piece on the part that slides in and out. And then I can pull the whole unit out and put it down PVC pipe from there, take me a T, cut the top of the T off, and it'll snap in and hold it. If that's held up in there by the 1.5 inch tube, put one here in the middle to hold it up and one here on the end to hold the end. Then I can put the screen all the way around this on 3 sides and make it that magnetic bug screen on the door. And then when I slide it back in, I'll still have the screen there. If it's raining, whatever, I'm gonna have this waterproof somewhat, so if it's just a light rain I won't have to worry about it. But if I stretch a tarp over all this, I should be good, not have to worry about any of it. But at nighttime, if I want to open the back up a foot or 2 and get a breeze going through, I'll still have the screen netting, because I'm going to put it on shower curtains so I can slide them all the way in and pull them all the way out to make it so I don't have to take everything up and down, it's just slide in, slide out. But that's my plan so far. I guess while I'm on here, I'll show I've got my lift all done. It works good. There's my power lift ram, if you can see it. I don't have it wired up yet. I still have to get some limiting switches that are for when the shaft, when it kicks out and raises up, when it gets as high as I want to have a limiting switch that's triggered so it stops the power, so the drill isn't still trying to go, because that's a lot of weight to be trying to hammer once it's out as far as it'll go. So a limiting switch will be on there, so when it goes up and hits it, it cuts the power. And then it's two, you have to use two. Another one will be down here somewhere, so that when it lowers down and the ram lowers, it'll hit the other one. And what you have to do is get a toggle switch that powers one way for forward, middle is off, and then down will be backwards, so up, down. So the limiting switch, when it's in this down for retract, when it comes down and hits that, it cuts the power to this leg. But still, when I go up with the limiting switch, as long as that one ain't tripped, it'll give me power to raise it until that one hits, and then it cuts power. And then I can go back down, and then it'll have power in that leg again, and that's how it works. So I will have that set up so I can go up and down and not bust up that ram, because just because it comes to the end doesn't mean it won't want to stop spinning. There has to be something to stop it so I don't inadvertently break any welds or tear up my drill, anything like that. But when I get that all done and get it wired up, I'll show you how that works. It's pretty sweet. I get it up a little bit farther than I'd expect it to, since that's kind of a short ram, and I shortened it up a few inches just so I could have enough angle it wasn't pushing between. It's pretty good system, if I do say so myself. So thanks to Luke Fugate for doing that and giving me the idea. I want to give him credit. DIY genius guru that he is. He's got a lot of stuff on his channel for doing DIY cheap and being efficient for his off-grid power supply. Alright, thanks for watching. God bless.